सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। I think your PDF file, page 39, and Gita Press, page 36. So let us chant the Moola Mantra first and recap before we continue with the Bhaashyam. Okay? So we'll chant Plavahyete, mantra number 7. Plavahyete
Prabhakyate
Adhridha Yajna Rupaha. Mantra number 7. Plavahyete
Prabhakyate
Adhridha Yajna Rupaha
Abhibhagya Garupaha
Ashtadashoktamavaram
Patamasotramabaram
Yeshu Karma
Yeshu Karma
Yetachreyaha
Yedachayaha
Yebhinandanti Mudhaha
Ebhinandanti Mudaha
Jara Mrityum Te
Jara Mrityum Te
Punarevapi Yanti.
Punarevapi Yanti.
Once again. Plavakyete Adhridha Yajna Rupaha
Prabhakyate Adhrida Yagyarupaha
Ashtadashoktamavaram Yeshu Karma
Ashtadashoktamavaram Yeshu Karma
Yetachreyo Yebhinandanti Mudhaha
Edacheyo E Abhinandanti Mudaha
Jara Mrityum Te Punarevapi Yanti.
Jara Mrityum Te Punarevapi Yanti.
Yeah. So having talked about karma, specifically Vaidika karma, through Agnihotradi karma, rituals, and its phalam. Phalam is grand, very, very significant. Results of this karma are very significant, something that cannot be achieved by Laukika karma. Now, from this mantra onwards, the Upanishad is going to be critical about karma to achieve the goals that the human being really wants to achieve. As I said before, nothing can get what you want like karma, like action. Go do it. Nike advertisement, just do it. They say, just do it. I mean, sometimes people fall for just one symbol, just do it. That's it, over. All youth run after Nike as though it's going to change their life. But that's what they think. Kids think they change their life. But that shoe, that brand has become so big. And so just do it. Nothing can get you what you want like action, like using free will. Okay, just do it. But here, the Shastra was turning around and saying, hey, this karma and all has limitations. So we began seeing this last time. Plavahyete adridaha yajnarupaha ashtadasha uktam avaram yeshu karma. So, to show that the karma is finite and the results of karma also will be finite and therefore perishable, the Shastram is going one step before karma and saying, hey, when you say action, what do you mean by action? Please tell me. Okay, give me an example. You do something. Tell me what do you mean by doing? I first think through what I want. Then I will make sure I have all the resources to perform this and achieve this particular result. Like simple going to the grocery store. I need to know what I want. Then I'll get some cash. Then if I have to get a bag, we have to get a bag, This plastic bags, we should know where nobody's using these days, I hope. And so I have to get my bag and make sure the vehicle is there or take the bus, whichever. All these things, I plan it out and I make sure the resources are available. Or going to the kitchen and making stuff. Same thing. Resources. Karakaha. That is what he's using by the word Ashtadasha 18. 18. So 18 means all those things we listed in terms of a Vedika karma. 16 ritviks, 4 for each Veda, and then Yajamana and Yajamana Patni. That is how our Acharyas see this word Ashtadasha. Okay. Then, and then the people who think of this as the be all, end all, if I can say that. Be all, end all means what? This is what life is all about. You do karma properly, and then you get the corresponding results. If this is my idea of life, then the Shastram says, Jara mrityum te punarevapi yanti. Then this punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam will be there. That is what this mantra is saying. So let's see. Let's see what. I think we've done a couple, one line, I think. We have to chant the line that begins with Ataha Tesham Avara Karma Shrayanam. Correct? That's where I made a note here. So Aniji, go ahead. Ataha
अतः
Tesham
तेषाम्
Avara Karmashrayanam
अवर कर्माश्रयाणाम्
Ashtadashanam
अष्टादशानाम्
Adridhataya
अदृढतया
Plavatvat
प्लवत्वात्
Plavate
प्लवते
Saha Phalena
सह फलेन
Tatsadhyam Karma.
तत्साध्यं कर्म.
So earlier it was said, plavahyete adridaha yajna rupaha. So all the things that are required for karma, for any action to be performed, are all plavaha hyete. They're all like rafts on an ocean or a river. They're all fragile. They're all fragile. They may get you what you want. And if they do a good job, if all the stars align themselves, as they say, then you will get what you want, no doubt. But that's about it. You'll get what you want. Then after a few days, you will say the house is leaking. Then you have to do something else to fix the house. Then you'll start wondering, what is this? Everywhere there is a leak. And is fixing a leak becomes a big project now. And so these things are constant everywhere. I see people, maintenance people, all the time they're busy. The maintenance people, whether it is AC maintenance or this maintenance, that maintenance, they are all busy plumbers. And so, plavaha. This is how it is. Nothing wrong. It's not right or wrong. This is the way it is. And he said that yajna rupaha, these yajna kartaraha. Yajna rupaha means all the people. Here in this particular context, yajna rupaha, all the people only were listed. The 16 Ritviks and the 2 Yajamana and Yajamana Patni were listed as Yajna Rupaha Ashtadasha. But you bring in everything else also, all the materials that are required for karma, every resource that is needed, material resource, people, human resource, all those things. Bring everybody. Planners, executors, project managers, you name it. Everybody you put in a big block. And then that is all Yajna Rupaha. Okay. And so here he's saying, having said that, previously we saw Yeshu Ashtadashasu Avaram Kevalam Jnanavarjitam Karma. So this Jnanavarjitam Karma, we saw two meanings for that also. Karma which is bereft of knowledge. Bereft of knowledge means what? It is not the knowledge of karma. Without knowing what you want to accomplish, you can't do any action anyway. So you do have the knowledge of karma, no doubt. That is not what he's talking about. Jnana Varjitam Karma. The knowledge of what is what. Knowledge of what is what. And so, not knowing the realities of things. Atma Jnana Varjitam Karma. That is one interpretation. The second interpretation is what? Jnanam as Upasanam. Upasanam means Dhyanam. So, Dhyana Varjitam Karma. So, the Shastram splits this so-called Kayikam and Vachikam Karma from this Upasanam or Dhyanam, which is purely Manasam Karma. Manasam Karma. Manas is involved in Kayikam Vachikam Karma also. Means activities that involve using our speech and our actions, our hands and legs, our physical body. But exclusively Manasam Karma is called this Jnanam. In Karma Kanda, the word Jnanam is used. Even in Vedanta, in some context, the word Jnanam means Upasanam. In fact, one commentator says Upasana Varjitam. Like that he says. He explains this Jnana Varjitam. Okay, so there in that case, we have to talk about karma. So any actions which are of course based on dharma will produce drishtapalam and adrishtapalam also. Adrishtapalam will take me to various lokas. Various lokas I can go. But the most exalted loka, not possible. Brahma loka, I cannot go. And if I have to go to Brahma loka, then that jnanam is required. What jnanam? Upasanam is required. Upasana sahita karma will give me Brahma loka. That's the idea there here also. Because the idea seems to be there that wherever I go, Swarga, The Swarga, Chine, Punye, Swargalokam, Martyalokam, Vishanti. So you can go to Swargaloka, but once the Punyam is exhausted, uh, then I will have to come back to Martyalokam. Mishra Lokam, where there's Punyam and Papa, Mishra is there. Okay, like this particular world where we live in. So that will come back. It seems like, to me, it seems like that idea is prevalent. And so then what is the solution to that? Brahmaloka, going to Brahmaloka. Going to Brahmaloka, there is a chance that I can hear this Brahma Vidya from Brahmaji himself. So therefore, in that context, Jnana Varjitam, there is a critique of karma which is not accompanied by Upasanam. Or for Vedanta, Vedantis like us, we will say Jnana Varjitam karma means karma has to be done, no doubt. But this Akarta Atma iti Jnanam asti. Aham Purnamadaha Purnamitam iti Jnanam asti. Without that knowledge, if I keep doing karma, then that is being talked about here. Avaram, Kevalam, Avaram, Kevalam Jnanavarjitam karma. That kind of karma is inferior. Like that, it was said here. So here, Ataha Tesham Avara Karmashrayanam Ashtadashanam Adhridataya Plavatvat. Plavate is the word. Plavate. What is what Plavate means? What gets destroyed, gets vaporized, gets disintegrated. Plavate. What gets disintegrated? Tat sadhyam karma. Look at that. Tat sadhyam karma that is there just before the full stop. Tat sadhyam karma. So karma plavate. Karma will get exhausted. Karma means action. Action will get exhausted. What is action? Tat sadhyam. Tat sadhyam means that which is produced by that. That which is produced by what? The karma is produced by what? All the ashrayas, ashtadasha ashrayas are there. Whatever is required for me to do something, that is called, that is the tat here. Ashtadashanam. Avara karma ashrayanam. Means all the people involved. People involved are finite, it seems. Limited. That I can understand. And so, what about the things that people use? They are also finite only. And so, Tesham, of those, because these things that are required to perform karma, adridataya plavatvat, because they themselves are finite. They themselves are like bubbles. Bubbles that will burst anytime. Plavatvat, being fragile. They themselves being fragile. Okay. Adridataya means there is no stability. There is no stability at all. And ephemeral, let's put it ephemeral. Okay, ephemeral is a nice word. So because of they're all ephemeral, the karma that is produced by all these accessories are also ephemeral. Karma is ephemeral. And plavate phalena saha. Now he is going to karma will give me what? Karma phalam. So starting from accessories are ephemeral. Therefore, karma is ephemeral. Therefore, karma phalam is also ephemeral. Will not last long. Like that he's saying here. Saha phalena or phalena saha. So the way to write the sentence is tat sadhyam karma plavate phalena saha. Or tat sadhyam karma phalena saha plavate. That is the main sentence. I hope all of you are following. Everything else can be added to that. Okay, let's read the next one. Kunda vinashat iva.
Sorry. Kunda vinashat iva.
Yeah. Kshira dadyadinam
Kshira dadhyadinam
tatsthanam
tatsthanam
nashaha
nashaha
yataha
yataha
evam
evam
yetat karma
etat karma
shreyaha
shreyaha
shreyah karanam iti.
Shreyah Karanam iti. It says Karanam in the
In the notebook it says karanam.
yeah.
Okay, Shreyah karanam. Okay. All right. Shreyah karanam also is okay. All right. Shreyah karanam iti.
Shreyah Karanam iti.
Both are okay. Ye abhinandanti
Ye abhinandanti
abhihrishyanti
abhihrishyanti
avivekinaha
avivekinaha
मूढ़ाः
मूढाः
अतः ते जरां च मृत्युं च जरा मृत्युम्
अतः ते जरां च मृत्युं च जरामृत्युं
किञ्चित् कालं स्वर्गे स्थित्वा
किञ्चित् कालं स्वर्गे स्थित्वा
पुनरेव अपि यन्ति
पुनरेव अपि यन्ति
भूयः अपि गच्छन्ति.
भूयः अपि गच्छन्ति.
Yeah. So now Bhagavan Bhashyakara is giving an example of this so-called ephemerality of action and its result. Okay, he's saying kunda vinashat iva. It is like exactly like if you have something in a pot and if the pot breaks, what happens? Kunda vinashat iva tatsthanam kshira dadhyadinam nashaha iva. Hey, if the pot which has this yogurt or milk breaks, then that's the end of it. You can't say, let me siphon off the milk from the floor. You can't do that. Milk is gone. That's it. Just allow the cats to come and have a field day. Do some, help the cats out. That's the maximum you can do. And so, vinashaha. So he's saying, kunda vinashad iva tatsthanam. Tatsthanam means what? Whatever is there in that kunda sthanam. Kunde sthitanam. Whatever is there in that kunda. Kshira, like Kshira Dadyadinam. Shankara doesn't have to say all these things, but he's still saying Kshira Dadyadinam. All the things, food items, better to give food item as an example. Because something else is there, you can simply pick up the pieces and then you can reuse it. But here, what is not reusable? Kshira Dadyadinam Nashaha Iva. Just like when the pot is gone, the contents of the pot are also spoiled, wasted away, nashaha, destroyed. Like that, he's giving an example. So, which means this fragility, is that the word they use? Yeah, fragile. That status of being fragile is there with all things involved with action. And therefore, but yet I am supposed to do my duties. I'm supposed to do things. Without doing, nothing really happens. Okay. And so we have to get up from the morning to evening. We have to do. And so that means what? That means it doesn't say stop doing. It says don't become emotionally attached to all these things because they're all fragile. You have to use it, but at the same time, you can't get dependent on it. Try to lead a life of that way. Lead a life of karma yoga. Bring yoga into the karma. Otherwise, the karma won't help me. If I bring yoga into my karma, then I can mature in the process. I have changed myself in the process of doing what I did. and then I'm ready for Jnana Yoga. I'm ready for the Shastram. Otherwise, Shastram has no role to play at all. What role Shastram has to play? No role. And so, don't get emotionally dependent on whatever good things are happening, and don't get victimized by all the so-called not so good things that are happening. That's a message from this this portion here. And earlier in our Kathopanishad, I was reminded of this commentary that Shankara had said. He said, "Param chet jnatavyam, aparam chet praptavyam." I don't know how many of you remember this, and that came to my mind now. Hey, if you want to get something, praptavyam, then it will be aparam. It will be aparam, means it will be finite. Aparam chet praptavyam. If you want some, or if you put it differently, if you want something finite, then you have to get it. You have to do something and get it. Karma, karma phalam. That's what he's saying. Then if param chet means if you're talking about the infinite, which is you, then you have to give up karma completely. You have to go away from the world of karma and come to param chet jnatavyam. He says that quietly in one of the areas he puts that statement. Param chet jnatavyam, aparam chet praptavyam. You're welcome to get what you want, but it will be finite. Param chet, because I'm finally after the infinite. Param chet jnatavyam. Then the only thing I can do is I can know. What is left is knowing that I am infinite, knowing that I am Purnaha, Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. So that comes to my mind here. means that avaram karma can only give me aparam phalam. It cannot give me param moksha. Parama purushartha, it cannot give me. That's the idea here. Yataha evam yetat karma shreyah karanam iti. So that iti, everything before the iti is in quotes. Etat karma shreyah karanam. Must be in quotes. Put it in quotes. Double quotations. Iti ye abhinandanti, abhihrishyanti. Okay. Yataha evam. Because of this. Because this is so. Because this is so means because what is so? Because this is the nature of karma. Because this is the reality of karma phalam. This is the reality. What is the reality? Because karma is finite, and because of that, karma phalam also is finite, and it's all ephemeral. They say ephemeral because of that nature, because this is how the things are. Yataha evam. Okay. Then ye abhinandanti. Those people, ye, who say, what do they say? Ye tat karma shreyah karanam, or shreyah karanam, both are okay. Hey, this what I'm doing will give me the greatest. This whatever I do is greatest, and it will give me the greatest result also. Okay, like that. If somebody says, ye abhinandanti, abhihrishyansi, those who proudly claim like this, look at my life, it's great because of the things I did. And so, if people say something like this, abhihrishyanti, then they are who are those? Shankaracharya says, Moolam says, Moodaha. Shankaracharya says, Avivekinaha. They don't know. They don't know everything. They don't know the real things that have to be known yet. And so they claim that this is all there is to it. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschitaha vedavadarata partha nanyadastiti vadinaha. That's it. That is, what is that? 2.42 Bhagavad Gita, 242. Long ago we studied this. So pushpitam vacham, what a word Shankara, Krishna uses there. They utter sweet words, it seems. Pushpitam, flowery words. Vacham. words. They say very beautiful things about the Vedas. They are Veda also. And about the karma portion of the Veda, they say a very beautiful thing. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti. And the way they talk, it's not, you will be mesmerized by their words. You will start doubting your own self, in fact, when you hear them. That kind of words they have. And what do they say? Veda Vada Rataha they are. They're all experts in advancing the Veda, the karma portion of the Veda. They're experts, absolute experts, because they're studied. They're not ordinary people. And Nanyadastiti Vadinaha, 242. Na Anyadasti, beyond karma, there is nothing else. Beyond Artha, Kama, and Dharma, there is nothing else. You have to keep doing it. And then Bhagavan, Devatas will take care of you. That is about it. That's the maximum they are able to go to. And so they are called Mudaha, Avivekinaha, those who lack Viveka. Those who don't use the faculty that is given to them, they are all avivekina. Ataha, therefore, because this is so, because the karma is of this nature, ataha, therefore, hence, okay, te jaram cha mrityum cha jara mrityum kinchit kalam swarge stitva punareva api yanti gachanti. Okay, yanti is the verb, gachanti. Yanti means they go. They attain, they gain. Those people gain. What do they gain? Jara mrityum. Moolam says jara mrityum. Shankaracharya says jara mrityu is a compound which is jara and mrityu. Jara and mrityu. It's very interesting. See, asti jayate vardhate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati. So, janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosha anudarshan. Of that, this Moolam picks up, Upanishad talks about jara and mrityu. I suppose in our growth, our life, jara and mrityu are the most, what do you call it? The least desirable stages of our life, old age and death. That is what Upanishad is saying. So jara mrityu is equal to jara plus mrityu. That's what he's saying. Old age and death. They reach old age and death. Okay, that I know. Punaha api. Punaha eva api yanti. Again and again. Punaha means punah punaha. Again and again. Not this time. Next life also will be like this. Previous life also was like that. And so this cycle is going to repeat. Bhuyaha. Repeat. Bhuyaha means again. Punaha eva. Again. Yanti. And Shankara makes a huge concession here. Big bonus Shankaracharya is giving. Concession. He's saying, Kinchit kalam swarge sthitva. Kinchit kalam. For some time, even after living in heaven, it seems. Nice, no? That's good. You can all go to heaven also. He says, don't worry, you can go to heaven. And so, Kinchit kalam. For some time, we'll be in heaven, it seems. So, Kshine punye. What is that shloka? I forget now. That previous shloka is Prapya punyakritam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha. Okay, that is different. Te tam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye martya lokam vishanti. Like that. Te tam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam. So those people who talk like this, they also go to Swarga. They go to Swarga. Vishalam. Then kshine punye martya lokam vishanti. Like that, he had said that in the 9th chapter. 9th chapter. Evam trayi dharma manu prapannaha gata gatam kama kama labhante. He says that. Kama kamaha. Those who are desirous of kamas. Kamyante iti kama. So they only desire things that are desirable. So these desirable things constantly they go after kama kamaha. which are all gata-gatam, which will come and go. They're all agama pai. They're all coming and going. And so, evam chai dharmam anuprapannaha, like that he says. Means all this Veda Vada Rathaha, people who are mesmerized by all the goodies that the Vedas is giving, that portion of the Veda which is only talking about goodies, which Yamadharmaraja offered to Nachiketa in Kathopanishad. And there, Nachiketa, if I recall, he said, Shvobhavaha. He uses the word Shvobhavaha. Means, hey, they're all temporary. Shvobhava. Shvaha bhavati vanava iti Shvobhavaha. If you give me all these things, now I'll have a new anxiety. What will the anxiety I'll have? Oh, how long will I have this? Tomorrow will it be there or not? Like that anxiety I'll have. This boy is saying. So, kinchit kalam swarge sthitva bhuyaha api gachanti punareva. Like that he says. So they will be trapped in this cycle of birth and death. That's the meaning. All right, let's look at the Anmaya of this mantra. Yeshu avaram karma uktam. Yeshu avaram karma uktam. Kama yete ashtadasha yajna rupaha. Yete ashtadasha yajna rupaha. Yajna rupaha means all the things that are required for a yajna. Shastram always uses yajna as an example for any type of karma. And remember, not to forget what Krishna said. To look at every action I do as a yajna. Correct? Everything I do is a yajna. Look at it like that. And what is that shloka?
Yat karoshi yadashnashi.
No.
424 Brahmarpana Brahmahavi Havir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmeva Tena Gandhya Brahma
Okay.
Karma.
That is one thing, but there's one more.
Yajnartham karmanonyatra.
Tapasya yajjuhoshi.
Yajnarthat karmanon yatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Very important shloka it is. Yajnarthat karmanon yatra. Means if I don't look at the things I do in my life as yajna, karmanon yatra, karmanaha anyatra. If I don't look at it like that, then lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Then it is a recipe. It's a recipe for bondage. That's what he says in that shloka. So you can write the shloka number and you can look it up. So that comes to my mind now. Therefore, don't think Yajna Rupa here means some ritual people are doing with this fire ritual, homa and all. We apply to all our activities, all actions. Everything is Yajna. Bringing up children is a huge Yajna. Huge Yajna it is. So, Yajna Rupaha, Hi Adridaha. Hi Adridaha, Shankaracharya says, Vinashinaha, within brackets. Plavaha. Bhavanti, you can add. Hi Adridaha, Vinashinaha, Plavaha, Bhavanti. Bhavanti also in brackets. Full stop. Ye Mudhaha. Within quotes, Ye Tat Shreyaha. Ye Mudhaha, Ye Tat Shreyaha. Iti Abhinandanti. इति अभिनन्दन्ति, कामा ते पुनः अपि जरामृत्युम् एव यन्ति। जरामृत्युम् एव यन्ति। ते पुनः अपि जरामृत्युम् एव यन्ति. Yanti, if you want, you can say gachanti within brackets. So once again, yeshu avaram karma uktam yete ashtadacha yajna rupaha hi adridaha vinashinaha plavaha bhavanti. Full stop. Ye mudaha yetat shreyaha iti abhinandanti te punaha api jara mrityum eva yanti. So the homework is you will write the Anvaya and write the English translation of this mantra. Om apadamapahartaram dataram sarvasampadam lokabhiramam shriramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham. Om Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Shobharahitah Brahmanas Santu Nirbhayaah. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.